guys, and welcome back to another video. If you guys are new here, my name is Emily. I am a to-be mom any day now, and also have been doing YouTube for a little while, and I'm excited to have you watching my videos. So today I wanted to sit down and kind of reflect on 2019 going into a new year of 2020. If my dogs are in and out of this video squeaking a toy, hey, they're kind of always in and out of my videos making noises. 2020 is kind of a new start. It feels like a new beginning on a lot of things. And so I thought it'd be fun just to kind of go back and reflect and then kind of share what I envision and what I want to see happen in 2020. Let's get into the video. I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. So I'm going to start from the beginning of the year in January 2019. A lot of things happened. A lot of things happened in 2019, and in January, a lot of things changed in my life specifically. The first thing, which was a really fun thing that happened. Can you stop? I love you, okay? Just be quiet when mommy's filming a video, okay? The first thing we decided to do in January of 2019 was get a second dog. And we had Lily already. She is our first baby. And what happened was, because we were dancing so much and we had such a busy schedule, we really were never home, and it was hard. We felt bad leaving her alone. She had a lot of like separation anxiety, and she would turn that into being destructive and chewing anything she could get her hands on. Or not her hands, her mouth on. And it was really hard to be gone for 6+ hours a day, rush home, let her out to pee, and know that she was alone for so long. So we decided to jump the gun and get a second dog, and we got Buddy. And Buddy's asleep here on my other side. And he is the sweetest. They have such a good, wonderful doggy bond. And I really couldn't imagine life without them. It's crazy how attached I am to my dogs. And I don't know if I'm attached too much. But they honestly keep me, they have like saved my pregnancy. They have kept me company the whole time. And now getting towards the end, they're like super duper attached to me.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like.
So that was the first thing. And then the next thing that happened in January of 2019 was I actually ended my vegan journey of being vegan for about 15 years. Ended it because I really was not thriving on it. I have a whole video on why I stopped being vegan. I can link it in the description box below and also in the cards up here if you're interested in watching that. I go into a lot more depth as to my health issues and why I chose to stop being vegan and all of that good stuff. So go check it out. So then February and March, I'm just gonna put like a wide range. So between February and March, I started getting this huge, intense feeling in my heart that I really wanted to have kids. And originally I always wanted to have kids at 25. It was kind of like my age where I was like, I really want to have kids at 25, but then having a ballet career, getting married, and kind of still figuring out how it would all pan out. I was kind of like, I guess I can't start having kids until 28, maybe 29, but I really wasn't happy with that. So I started getting this really intense feeling that I couldn't ignore, no matter how busy I was, no matter how much dancing I was doing, no matter what I was doing. Like Jake can attest to the fact that not a day would go by where I wouldn't say something about having kids or wanting kids, or when can we have kids? Can we talk about having kids? All of that stuff. And it was definitely more than just an idea in my head. It was like from within, feeling like this intense thing that I couldn't ignore. And then, so that kind of started. And then I also started my YouTube channel in February, March. I think it was like March or something, maybe sooner, of last year. And it was kind of just another outlet for me to be myself, to kind of start something other than my ballet career and just get the ball rolling. And it's still very slow, obviously, and I want it to be bigger, and I want to have more engagement on my channel and all that. But it really was a significant time because I was able to share openly on my YouTube channel and feel like I had something else other than ballet going on. So that was fun. And then the next thing was I actually started transitioning into changing our household into being as non-toxic as I possibly could. And so I had dealt with a lot of hormonal acne, like cystic acne, painful periods, ovarian cysts, bad digestion. It really was frustrating me that I couldn't figure out what was going on with my health. And so I had done a ton of research, and I really tried to transition everything that it contained, you know, all the bad chemicals, stuff in shampoos, household cleaners, makeup, all of that stuff, and I tried to just get rid of it. And I started just kind of introducing all the clean replacements for that. And I noticed a huge difference in my skin, my mood, my digestion, all of that stuff. And of course it happened over time. And I think even over pregnancy, it's been a journey. But that's kind of when I started the whole process of non-toxic living and all of that fun stuff. And I cannot tell you how glad I am that I made that decision, because it's made a huge difference to me and my health and how I function. And so yeah, that's really cool. And then between March and May, I'd say probably it was, let's just say from the beginning of 2019 to May, Jake and I started having a lot of conversations about our careers, where our careers were going, what areas of our life we wanted to change and see improve. And we really delved deep into what each other felt, and we would have really long, deep conversations discussing whether we were ready to transition into something new, asking ourselves how happy we were in our job, and just noticing a lot of things that we weren't happy with. And those things were affecting our relationship, they were affecting our day-to-day life, they were affecting a lot of stuff. And I actually have a video, another video, which I'll also leave in the description box below and in the cards here, as to why I no longer dance and why I quit dancing. So I also go into a lot more detail on that in that video, so go check that one out as well, because it will make more sense. But we definitely had a lot of conversation trying to decide if I would, you know, stop dancing and get pregnant and Jake would stay, or the opposite. And kind of just assessing, okay, if we were to stop dancing, what would we go into? How would we make money? And would we be happy with that? When would we want to have kids? All of those big conversations that we'd had before, but these were like, we need to make a change really soon. So that happened. And then at the end, mid-May, beginning to mid-May, we were doing Sleeping Beauty, and it was the last production of the season. It was a hard time because we were so torn as to what we wanted to do, and a couple things happened that kind of solidified our decision to leave, but a part of us wasn't ready to let go that soon. But these situations happened and it kind of like made it clear to us. And I remember being on stage for the last time, bowing for the last show, and kind of knowing that this was going to be my last time I would ever bow on a professional like ballet stage. So that kind of was a huge deal. We decided to, a couple weeks later, we decided to hand in our contracts and officially decide that we were no longer going to be dancing. And it was extremely scary, but at the same time extremely empowering in a weird way. And it was kind of like a breakthrough moment for both of us. The next thing that happened in May was that I got pregnant, and you might think we were crazy for quitting our job and not knowing what was going to happen and also getting pregnant at the same time, but we both just had this intuition that everything would be okay. And I knew that if I had stopped dancing, I wanted something going as soon as I stopped. Because if I just stopped dancing and I didn't have anything, it would be a lot harder for me to transition into something else. So being pregnant was a huge thing of mine, being a mom, all of that stuff. So we were like, let's just try getting pregnant. We ended up getting pregnant the very first time and started that whole journey, which I am still not done. 37 weeks, baby, and I am ready to get this baby out. So I got pregnant. It was a huge, wonderful moment in my life, and also really challenging because from the months of May to the months of August, I was basically like completely sick. First trimester nausea is no joke. If you have it, it is seriously no joke. It was intense, extremely challenging mentally and physically. Also at the same time, it's an amazing journey and each stage of it is amazing. But I can only say that now that I'm like at the end of the journey and I still have a huge thing to do at the end of this. So, you know, I'll get back to you on how the journey is after. Yeah, first trimester nausea, not fun. It was in the middle of summer. The heat made me sick. We were renovating our bathroom. That was challenging because we would have to shower in our basement. So it was, a lot was going on. But anyway, we stayed positive and life took us to even bigger things. Jake ended up getting a really awesome job, and it's a job that he really enjoys. He's good at it. He makes really good money doing it. And it was like a relief. It seriously was a huge relief. That's kind of where we are now. I mean, I'm still pregnant, got a few weeks left, hopefully not too many weeks. Jake is at work, he works a lot, and that's kind of 2019 in a nutshell, I guess. So I would have to say that 2019 was a huge year for me, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of those things compiled into one short space of time. I never went into 2019 expecting all of those things to happen. A lot of them were unexpected and happened way sooner than we anticipated them to. But at the same time, I am so grateful for every step of the journey of last year. It's really changed me as a person. I feel so much happier. I feel so much more empowered and ready to take on the next thing, and didn't realize how not myself I was before. So in that aspect, I am so happy with how 2019 went. So let's get into 2020 and just briefly say that I'm not a huge New Year's resolutions type of person. I like to make goals, but I make goals all the time. It's not just at the new year. So I guess these are goals, but They're like bigger things in my life that I want to do, but they're more about things within and things that I want to improve on myself and what I do each day. And I will continue to make goals for the rest of the year. So if that makes sense, I don't know. So 2019, let me just get my notes out. No, 2020, it's 2020, Emily, not 2019. The biggest thing and the number one thing that is happening very soon is obviously the arrival of our daughter, our baby. It gets more and more real all the time. And I am so beyond ready and excited to just take on that journey of labor and delivery. Obviously, my biggest goal is to have a safe labor and delivery. Safe, and I'm safe, baby's safe, all of that stuff. And that's kind of like at the forefront of my mind because it's the first big thing of 2020 that's gonna happen. And it is a big thing. It's like gonna be one of the biggest things of my life. So I'm extremely ready and I'm anticipating it. So then going into that, obviously I want to adjust mom life well. You know, it's all transitioning into taking care of a baby, and I am very much looking forward to having something else to take care of other than myself, because being pregnant, I have had a lot of attention on myself and how I've been feeling, and I'm ready to put that attention on somebody else. Another thing I really want to see happen is just more content on my YouTube channel. I've really tried to keep consistent, but it's really not as consistent as I would like. I really want to up my quantity and also my quality of my videos and just kind of keep improving on my editing skills, improving on my filming, maybe getting a better camera, and also having a more wide variety of useful videos that I can make for you guys and share useful information. I also would like to have more interaction on my social medias, whether that's on my Instagram or my YouTube or my blog, all of those things. I really want to get to know you guys on a better level, and I want to share my videos on a wider scale, a wider variety of people than just my current followers, and connect with new moms out there and people that have interest in non-toxic living and all of that stuff, and kind of create a deeper online relationship. And obviously not just online, but maybe, you know, sometime actually meet some of you guys. Another thing is I really want to make more time for fun trips and activities. Jake and I tend to get on a very same schedule where he works, I work. Then on his days off, we just run errands, and that's basically it. We don't really push ourselves to do, I mean, we do, but it's just tricky with schedules and work and whatnot. But we really want to do some just fun, even if it's a day trip or a, you know, short drive away to a different state, and kind of enjoy having a baby and doing different activities with her, and kind of put more attention on doing fun, different things that we don't do on a regular basis. And then the last thing that's kind of a bigger goal is that Jake and I really want to buy some kind of investment property, and we want to make money. No, we have always been into investment property and having passive income, and there's only so many hours a day you can work, and when you own something and you have more assets in your name, it creates and sets up a wonderful situation for not only ourselves but for our kids and our family and all of that stuff. So that is a big goal of ours. So that's basically it. That is what I would like to see happen in 2020. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge year. It's gonna be a fantastic year, I think, and we are so excited. I am so beyond excited for a new like a new create in my life that's gonna happen, I guess you would call it. I feel like I've been on this like 9-month waiting game to start this new life and to start figuring new mom life out, and I've been so excited to do it, and now it's finally at the tip of my finger. Yeah, I am so excited. So 2020 is gonna be a good year, and I hope it's an amazing year for all of you guys. Life is exciting, new things are exciting, change is always exciting, and I think as long as we're all attempting to be nice people, friendly people that can wish each other well and just be there for each other, I think that's a wonderful goal in itself. So I'm gonna stop blabbing on and I'm gonna end this video. If you aren't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.